Good morning. Good morning, traders. What's up? How are you all doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, feeling much better. Definitely feeling better. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that I recover so quickly. Like, it's usually takes me a week to recover. I mean, maybe the bug wasn't that strong, or am I getting stronger? Who knows? Maybe. Just fixing a few things here and there. So this one copies, then we put it on this one. See what chat box. Yes, of course. So ADN, you're trading ADN? Just sorting a few things. Yeah, I think the chat box doesn't work for some reason. So not really showing anything. But hey, let's get things going. All right, so here we go. Where are we at? Let's have a look at ADN. Ooh, ADN, lovely. So what's guys? Have you found anything related to SIDU? SIDU sympathy plays. I think you could probably find it from one of the trading platforms. I think even can you look for it, Zell, from TradingView? The company is related to SIDU. Yes, sir. Blah, 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 blah. Right, I'm trying to get... Okay. Let's see if that works. I don't think it's working. Oh, okay. I thought one of you guys... I think TradingView brings up the sympathy plays, or... Let's search for it. Let's search for it, because that's the one that needs to be kept an eye on. I'm going to go through what I was thinking yesterday, and I'm going to go through SIDU in detail in a bit. Just give me a sec. Okay. Where's my phone at? Give me a sec. So nobody traded SIDU yesterday? Just before the close, power hour, or maybe after lunch. Nobody traded SIDU. Yesterday I did trade, as you know, in the stream. I did trade it, and even after the stream a little bit. But as I said, you know, I was a bit too early. I was a bit too early, and I knew that. I had some sort of a. I'm trying to look at the company's profile here. Okay, the profile, all right. Aerospace and defense, industrial goods, sectors, shareholders, institutions. So at the moment, institutions are like 0.57% on it, but I think that's going to change a lot on SIDU. It will change a lot. Institutions, that's going to raise, the percentage is going to raise quite a bit. So see, the problem is, let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah, they had a about $3.5 billion dollar deal, something like that. So yeah, yeah. So let's go to SIDU. Let's discuss what happened yesterday. Okay, yesterday we looked at the catalyst, and I don't go too much detail in the catalyst. All I need to know is the headlines on it and what the. So basically, what I really look for is it something that is supposed to happen, or is it one of those rumors? Those kind of news, though, they don't tend to really sort of hold the stock up. But if it's something like a deal that has been signed, or something to do with contract, specifically with numbers, right? Those usually have stronger catalysts behind that gap. So it gaps up because of its deal with NASA, I believe. About $3.5 billion dollars deal. Now, looking at that, it was gapping up here somewhere. And yes, I was mentioning we traded here just to try to sort of catch that early move if it did start trying to run. But the issue with this one was it was so crowded that it really could not get that momentum going. But the good thing about this was it was very typical of the gap and hold scenario, where it would not go and retrace back. I was even thinking 2.5 is actually a decent retrace, even if it does retrace to that. I think it might have during the day. Yeah, you see this here? When I left the stream, it actually pulled back to 2.55s, 200 EMA 2.6s, and it just never looked back, right? So what was the idea behind it? The idea was basically this is a heavy, I mean, these kind of stocks barely come, they don't come very easy, right? They just pop up once in a while, but they have very strong catalysts behind it, and they do run for a few days. I mean, it could have multiple days, right? So that was the whole idea. I wanted to catch that early move up, and then I wanted to swing it. That's why I was able to sort of get some starters going, and then maybe add to it. Few tries here, few tries there, and then I managed to catch this move here after the stream. This move, I did mention it in Discord, by the way. I think 3/3 break once the volume started to pick up again. This is what I was. But for me, this curl back over VWAP was a bit too early. Usually it doesn't. When it does that, it's a bit too early. The curl back that I was really looking for was this one, which unfortunately I missed because I don't trade at this time, and maybe I should. So this is the curl back I'm talking about, right? Although it might have chopped you around a few times here, or maybe at least once, but if you had a strong conviction like I did for its price movement to the upside, if I was taking anything here, let's say I got chopped around, I would still have actually taken quite a few trades as it started to create that volume again. As you know, I don't mind trying quite a few times because my stop is very tight, right? But if you are one of those people who are like stops are much bigger and you just put your stop a bit flexible, areas like recent swing lows, 250s would have been a really decent because that was the low of day. And then, you know, if you have entered here or there, put your swing lows basically. So that's what it did. It just ran up at the power hour. And once I saw that, I thought, okay, this is going to gap up massive and it's just going to be second day move. Is going to be, we're going to be looking forward to that. Now, as it was trading here pre-market today, I was like, okay, yes, you know, it's not gone too far from me. It's perfectly fine. I will be looking at like you know, break of 550s, 6s, but it broke pre-market. I don't usually trade pre-market, but for these kind of stocks, I will trade it. But the problem is, I wasn't ready to trade it over 6 or over 550s, and I just missed this move as well. Right now, I feel like it's a bit too late. But these kind of stocks will produce some decent moves because it's quite crowded right now. As it stands, it's going to get more and more crowded. It's going to be very choppy earlier on, just like we saw yesterday. And in fact, yesterday wasn't that crowded. But then again, when you think of what huge crowd, yeah. So that at the open was very, very crowded. We'll have to find out what it does. Look at this volume right now, even pre-market volume, massive. So I feel like this will be crowded. So if you're going to trade this, a continuation to the upside, that's what I'm thinking. But I'm not going to chase it because if I try to long it here, anywhere here, that'll still be chasing it. I would like it to be popping down, washing down a little bit. Give me some retracement, some sort of retracement, and then we will look for that reversal signs. So that's the plan with SIDU. At the moment, it's a chase. I'm not gonna, unless if it starts to create some really decent price action, and it actually stabilizes it after the open, right? For example, if the open happens and then we have this sort of price action right now, if it was open, it would be gearing up for another move up. That will look like it, right? That's the areas where you can take some trades and then maybe put your risk very tight, right? But if it runs at the pre-market or if it washes, I'm going to leave it alone. So I want to make sure that it's staying stable, it's staying like a nice little tight range before I take anything on this. So looking for longs, hopefully, but we'll have to look at the price action at the open, after the open, right? So leaving it alone for the first 5 minutes of the price, for the first 5 minutes of the open. That's SIDU for you. Now, if you ask me, what it's already like massive, right? It's gone from, let's say, 2.6s all the way to 8s now. It's massive, yes, definitely. So that's why I'm not gonna ignore the fact that it could wash a bit of that. Now, washing all the way to the gap fill, I never say never, but it could happen. But the chances of that are very, very low, very, very low. So if it does wash, let's say 50% of the gap to 680s, even 6s, right? I am still willing to take some dip buys on it. But I will have to wait for some sort of a confirmation reversal patterns. Okay, so that is the plan with it. Be careful if you're going to be trading this, especially at the open, because it's a bit too crowded. RDBX is also one of our. RDBX is also the short squeeze candidate. I've been saying that since these days, because it has that look that is trapped a lot of short sellers, and it's just as soon as it does that, next day it moves, because we have to think about T+2. Is it T+2 what they call it? Short selling date, time that you're allowed to borrow stocks, 3 days, right? So 1, 2, and the third day they give up. Boom, of it goes, right? 1, 2, third day, boom, right? So now at this point, we are seeing the short squeeze came in yesterday, and is it gapping up today? Yeah, it's definitely gapping up, right? So today there might be a pressure again from short sellers, right? Um, there might be some pressure on this one from short sellers, I think. So I don't mind taking both sides on this one, short, but I would preferably would like to take longs on it, because of the fact that when it does run to the upside, it could run big because of trapped short sellers on it, or potential trap short sellers. So those are the two gappers, main gappers for me. ADN is the one that Zell was mentioning. ADN gaps up. Look at that bad boy. Look at that. Beautiful. So this is something to do with the 780, almost $1 billion funding. Wow. So this kind, look at this this catalyst. There's a huge there's a number. Look at that, euro 780. So that's $1 billion from a state. So that's guaranteed. That's like concrete, right? So let's say you've seen this, the news came in, and then you were watching this. These kind of stocks you could trade definitely pre-market, and they have very strong catalyst. They will hold their gap, even if it does pull back a little bit. Chance of dip buys will be there on it. So ADN is quite a good, potentially good stock for us to watch as well. So these gappers, we have SIDU, ADN, and RDBX. Possible long opportunities, but the potential for big numbers or big moves are definitely there. That's what I look for. Now let's come back to the boring part, which is SPY. Actually, you know what? I'm wrong on that. I'm just kidding. SPY hasn't been boring. It has been really moving. It's just, but with a very bad chop, as you can see, not very clear. Later on, it does tend to move, as you say, as you saw after the lunchtime. Usually, power hour is where it starts to move cleaner, right? SPY. Again, I will mention this on SPY. Be very careful trading right after at the open. They do get very choppy. We are gapping down big time on SPY again. So this is definitely a bear market we are in, and the continuation to the downside is very strong, somewhat, because I really thought from this move down we might see a few days of a bounce, dead cat bounce, and then continuation to the downside, right? But it's just going like it doesn't want to stop from falling, right? So we'll see. It looks weak, from what I see. It looks very weak. Look at the gap, 379.25, now 370s. Right, we're talking almost $10 move down, gap down. Sorry, in fact, it hit that $10. So huge gap down. Big. Usually, if SPY did that, right, I would be looking for the bounce plays. But because the whole bigger picture is very weak, we are kind of in bear market. The momentum is down to the downside. Heavy pressure coming in from from sellers. So we basically gotta be looking for more likely the shorts. Now, when I say SPY, well, you can trade the SPY as well, but I usually tend to trade the big names like these names. So what I will look for is basically relative weakness in these stocks. Like, for example, let's have a look at Apple. Apple seems to be very similar to SPY. Amazon. That's not loading for some reason. Amazon is not loading. Okay, well, it's loaded. Amazon looks, hold on, that's just, yeah. Is that Amazon? Yeah. The Amazon looks to be slightly weaker as well, so the relative weakness is there. Tesla definitely is weaker, as you can see. AMD, very similar. Nvidia is going to be similar to AMD. Microsoft, not sure at the moment. Snap, Why do I have Snap there? I wonder. Meta is also relatively weak. So most of these stocks are weak, to be honest. I would say weaker than seems like it's weaker than the market. So any of these we could actually take, whichever you're comfortable with. Now let's have a look at NEO. I just kept it because this was yes, it had 2 days of good runs, and today I am kind of expecting it to be fading off, give back a little bit of those gains. So short biased on that. RDBX, I did talk about that. Potential squeeze might be coming in again. We might see some pressure coming in from the short sellers on this one as well. Initially, but if the stock starts to hold certain levels, then it might create another squeeze. AERC has been squeezing the hell out of short sellers again. It's one of the most successful ones out there. It's been squeezing since there. So it's just going nuts, to be honest. We've got 250 that it started to move from a few weeks ago, and now we're looking at almost 24 at the highs yesterday. Yesterday it almost went to 24s, and then gave back a little bit, which is understandable, which is kind of really sort of rational. Closed about 19s, but now it's taken over that 19 and it's actually trading over 19, so strong, definitely strong. But again, just like RDBX, there will be some selling pressure coming into this. But again, I would rather trade it long side. Again, if I start to see clear directional change, I don't mind shorting it as well. I'm not going to say I'm not going to short it. I would, but the thing is, both sides we have good opportunities. Potential for big rewards are there on these names. EDU, I am short biased. There's no long I'm looking for on this one at all. FDX, I kept it just in case if we start to see some sort of a correction from this move up. We've got 200 all the way to 240 with not much of a pullback. So I'm expecting a bit of a pullback coming in on daily on this one, FedEx. But I would really like to see the volume coming in on this one if I'm going to trade it. ACAD, not too crazy about this daily, to be honest. I'm going to remove this, guys. Don't like the volume. Yesterday it did quite a bit of volume, but normally it doesn't. So you know what, I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to keep an eye on the volume. If the volume dies down on it, I might remove it later. Not too crazy about KCAD. But our main watches are there. Good names on it. Good watches. Today will be one of those days we might want to watch the gappers. The gappers, keep an eye on them. Pretty much it. That's it, guys. What else have I missed? Have I missed anything? Stretch. Oh, I missed the stretch. Whew. What's going on? Oasis, what's up? Welcome, buddy. Hope everything's well. Yeah, things like ADN and SIDU usually can get very, very crazy at the open. If you don't read the tape well enough, then don't touch it at the open. Let it settle down. Let it find its price, the right price, and then trade it. Yeah, exactly. Average candle 500k, man. Yep. Tell me about it. ADN. ADN is not much of a low floater. It's not really that much of a low floater. It still comes under a slight low float, but the low price stock as well. Yeah, definitely low float. Yeah, I'll consider low float because the price. It's already done. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the start, really. That's the start, Zell. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. I know you're on a trip, but enjoy your trip, man. You don't have to. Once in a while, say hi. That's it. But when you do come back, you can join in properly. ADN, ADN, and SIDU. Let me just pull this up. So SIDU, RDBX, and ADN. So let's go for ADN here, and then a red box. Yes, sir. That's what I like to see. Yeah. When is that though, James? When is that? Okay, let's put in our charts, 4 charts. Hopefully you can see this. Yep. 4 charts are visible. August the 1st. Dude. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't make sense, doesn't it? Like if you use logic, that's why it's very difficult as a day trader. If you do fundamental analysis, you get very strong biased, and you will get basically butchered if you apply fundamentals, because certain things will not make sense to you, and you will start to be trading against the whole momentum, thinking this should be going to zero, right? Eventually it might, but the timing you're gonna really mess up. Good luck, everyone. Yes, it's about 2 minutes. August the 1st, here's the thing I wanted to mention as well. Maybe I'll mention it later. August is going to be a busy month for me, unfortunately. So the month of August, guys, unfortunately, I might not even be able to stream. Yeah, so it's definitely like 90%, I would say 95%. No. Yeah, man. My timetable, yours schedule, it just doesn't really work well. We always have a clash. Anyways, so the market is open, guys. Best of luck. Take it easy on the first 5 to 10 minutes at least. See red box, SID. Then we have So what's happening to red box? Just very choppy right off the open. Very choppy, as you can see, right? But SIDU is picking its head up. It's actually held that. SIDU. And also ADN is also showing strength. Yeah, yeah, hopefully that's the case. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta change countries, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't spill my beans, man. Yeah, there's a big basically decision coming up in July, August. So that's the reason, guys. That's the reason. But that also means that I'm gonna be really coming back with a decent, really strong commitment to the stream, to the trading elite group, every the Discord, everything. So this is why you don't want to be chasing it. Right at the open, that's why I say if you're going to be trading right at the open, like for example is SIDU's case, make sure you understand the tape very well. If you understand the tape very well, you should not be stuck in it. You should be in and out with some small losers. But if you're purely basing it off of the bigger picture idea, then if you took anything over 8, then you might have to wait for a bigger pullback to come back. Neo is popping, by the way. RDBX is just, as I said, RDBX, yes, a potential short squeeze candidate, but also there will be today a pressure coming from the short sellers. So that's the pressure you're seeing on RDBX. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Well, Darkness, if it was in my power, I would move every stock that I trade. It's just you can't control the moves on the stocks, buddy. And let's go. Hopefully we'll find one of those that moves really good. RDBX is one of the candidates for shorts, guys. I don't want to take AERC is moving. AERC. It is one of the stronger stocks. This is the only one that actually broke the pre-market high and stayed up. So this is the strongest of them all, of the gappers. So AERC. Why don't I have it here? Yeah, I do have it. Yeah, absolutely. Stick to the plan. If that's the plan, stick to the plan. You scalp, obviously. You want 90%, 95% accuracy anyways. Yeah. So, yes, sir. EDU as well, I'm looking at... I might have missed that, though. ADN is about to... oh, shoot. I think I might have missed this one, guys. Shit. Oh, God. Oh, no. Alright, let's see if it starts to pull back a little bit. Okay. Pulling back. AERC massive wash. AERC massive wash coming 322s. Alright, 324s, guys. Started 324s. It's a starter, guys, on ADN. ADN. Starter 324s. But if it does, the thing is low of day, if it starts to break the low of day and starts trading under it, that's when I will get out. I have flexibility on the stop on this one. It's just a slightly bigger picture idea. I'm not going to be very tight on the stop on this one. But definitely 324. Let's see. Okay. And I do expect a bit of a retracement coming in on ADN. So I can handle retracement under VWAP. I would like it to be retracing close to the VWAP under and over 3. I would like it because that way I will be able to put in more on it. AERC is dropping. That is AERC probably might hold down. Is it halting down? It's probably halt down now. Yeah. I think it might go and halt down AERC. Unfortunately, this might give us some opportunities later on, but it can be very, very volatile, AERC. So be careful if you're going to be shorting it. Or, yeah, AERC is definitely halt down. SIDU, I was kind of expecting SIDU to be, let me bring this back. SIDU, I'm going to be careful shorting it because I do expect a pullback on SIDU. Don't get me wrong, 650s is a decent pullback or retracement, or even 6s. But I want to see how it holds after that retracement. But it looks like a shorting opportunity as well. But is the profit taking a lot on it though? Is the profit taking enough for it to go down as much as I expected to? No, maybe not. Because a lot of people who are in it, they are probably keeping it. But having said that, it's attacking that 7. It's attacking that 7. Beautiful. I might. It's just bouncing off of that 7 clearly. Watch the tape. Watch the tape. Okay, so ADN is washing down. So that's what I was expecting. I'll wait for how it reacts around this area here, ADN. Ooh, SPY. Look at this. Look at the weakness on SPY, guys. Look at that beautiful setup. The big names would have been nice today. The Apple. Amazon is very choppy, but yeah, Apple was beautiful. Let's have a look at Tesla. How did Tesla do? Tesla, where are you, man? Yeah, a bit choppy, but Apple was very nice. So will Microsoft be? Not really. How's Meta? Yeah, Meta is weak. Apple's weak. Look at that. Apple has, yeah, very, very clean. Yeah, SPY is very, very weak. So it's gap down huge as well, and it's also not attempted to gap fill at all. SIDU, guys. Yeah, SPY is very weak. Light, red box. SIDU. I'm keeping an eye on SIDU. Boom. EDU is breaking, so I'm not. Neo somehow is breaking the highs. AMD possible shorting opportunity. AMD might have been late on it though. I think I'm late. Maybe it does pull. Okay, let's see if it does actually pick up. Right now it's not bad. Hold on. It's bouncing. I'm watching 686. Watching 86. 86. waiting on it. It is bouncing though, AMD. All right, SIDU is possible. Longs might be coming, SIDU. Ooh, okay, so AMD is bouncing, so it's relatively strong at the moment as it stands. So this might help SPY bounce a little bit. Let me have a look at the others. SPY is bouncing. Oh, also Amazon is bouncing. So yeah, be careful shorting it. Look at AMD. It's broken the VWAP and it's holding. So be careful. Nvidia the same. Let's see Tesla. Tesla has also done the same. So yeah, I think we might be looking at a possible bigger pullback on the SPY or reversal. We'll just have to, but the overall generally market is very weak. As you can see, if once it starts to poke its head, it gets rejected badly. RDBX looks good for a possible short. RDBX. So shorting RDBX. I'm not going to even look. Don't even ask me to look at SIDU. Don't. I'm not. All right, short RDBX, guys. What I got? 12s, guys, I think. 12s. Average of 12s. So RDBX short, but I'm not going to look at this SIDU. That's just pissed me off. I was trying to enter here. It didn't. The problem is it's moved up so quickly that you don't get the fill that. Oh, by the way, RDBX, on the break of this level here, 1230, 1240s, 1250 basically, on the break of 1250s, I'll be out. Basically the VWAP area. Yeah, that's, the problem with this SIDU, the reason why we missed it is because it just happened so quick. I was watching these two candles coming in, but the third candle happened so quickly, I just didn't want to. At this point, if I were to take it, I would have probably gotten filled here, right? So I really hate that. I hate bad fills. So looking at this is probably going to haunt me, but if I had a bad fill, that will probably haunt me more. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with waiting. They will give us more chances later on, hopefully. AERC is also beautiful, looking good. You see the bounce coming on SPY now? So that's your initial move down, and then are we going to see the reversal? Or is it going to be going into that chop that we usually see on SPY? Meta. Wow, SPY is bouncing. All right, and also RDBX is bouncing. Be careful with RDBX if you are short on it, because again, this is one of those that is a short squeeze candidate. So you gotta you gotta keep an eye on it if you are short on it. ADN is flat. Yeah, as it stands, it's flat. Oh, are we seeing a reversal coming in on the big names though? We might be seeing that. Okay. All right. There goes SIDU opens, and it's gonna hold another. Is it gonna go for the second hold? I think it is. I think it is. Yeah. This is exactly what you're gonna miss today. I'm out of the RDBX, guys. I'm out of RDBX. The just around 1250 area. I usually will keep this bar needs to be closing above the VWAP, but I just can't risk this thing squeezing on me if it does run for it. So that's why I had to exit early. Look at this move. Actually, the hold stopped, so this is going to be extremely volatile now. Today being the second day and the gap being huge, this is going to be very, very volatile. So watch out for that. And ADN is just about attacking the VWAP. I'm okay with that, as long as it's staying over 250. And ooh, is it gonna go hold down on SIDU? Whoa, look at SIDU. Is it hold down? I think so. Down hold. Ah. Ooh. That's interesting. Dude, I might have just got shanked out of RDBX. I might just have. Oh, dude, I might exit this as well, ADN. I'm just gonna wait for it to do a bigger pullback like yesterday where SIDU did. If it does do that, then that's fine. I can always come back to it. Now. Okay. ADN I'm going to be patient with, guys. ADN I'm going to be patient with. I'm going to watch until that 250. And then later, if it starts to create some sort of a base, then I'll look into maybe adding. And then I can tighten up my stop. Once I start to add to it, I will start to tighten my stop up. But at the moment, I can be flexible on the stop. ERC. I might try RDBX one more time. Yeah, you gotta have just a little bit of a bigger picture idea. It's not you're a scalper, Darkness. Don't try and understand it if you don't want to. RDBX short. Ooh, ooh, nice entry on RDBX. Oh wow, 1226. I think that's what I got. 1226. I'll have to check it. Beautiful. I think this might be the real move. Um, the problem is this was, I can say that this was not well managed. Usually what I do is on these kind of setups, I always wait for a successful break of the VWAP and then I exit. But in this one, I exited a bit early, so you can say that I might have broken the rules here. Wow, Apple was actually a really nice trade under 131.50 short. ADN. Yeah, Zell, he's funny. Extreme only sees volume on the bigger caps. Just remember that. I understand why he says that though. All right, RDBX, come on, let's go. Let's go for a bigger drop. This might have been a much better entry. Yeah, he's funny, man. We love him. SIDU getting so chopped around. Look, halt up, and within the next 2 minutes after the halt open, it's just really sort of halts down. It'll be interesting to watch this. This is going to be very entertaining stock to watch today. And I was expecting that from SIDU. Honestly, today I was expecting that because a lot of interest coming in today on it. Yeah, of course, yeah. AERC. AERC's spread is just going to be nuts. Of course it will be. AERC is, again, short squeeze candidate when it does. Like, the thing is, that's how it's successful to squeeze or drop like that, because of the, it's not overcrowded. That's how it's able to squeeze this much. In fact, it might be gearing up for another squeeze. The fact that it's holding up near the highs is kind of a sign that it really wants to squeeze. But then again, there's a huge pressure coming in from the short sellers as well at this point. Look at those numbers. All right, I've just slightly added on the ADN, guys. Slightly add on ADN. So, right there, just a break of 3. Not much. I still have some more to add to it. It's just a bigger picture idea, really. So I'm gonna watch ADN. It might take a while for it to move. Even if it does move after my stream, I'll keep an eye on it. But I'll be patient with it. The level that I'm watching really is 250s. If it starts to take that out, then I'll be like, okay, I probably need to get out of this, and then maybe look to re-enter if it produces anything later on. So that's the ADN. RDBX is taking its time basically, But I'm okay with what it's doing as long as it doesn't take out the VWAP. Now, if it does take out the VWAP, then the stop will be over the VWAP. So at the moment, as it stands, stop is over 1270s, right? But it looks really good at the moment. It looks really good. Look at that. Look at that. Let's go. Let's go, RDBX. Panic starts to set in. Take the low out. Volume needs to come in though. And also AERC is struggling at the highs there. Darkness, definitely ADN for me. Not AMD. Today might be, yeah. Today might be. But for the way I trade, my setups don't work on AMD. Especially on AMD. I don't understand. I don't know why, but my strategies really like struggle, especially with AMD. Or maybe it's a mental thing. Yeah, so it depends really. Like it's subjective, man. Subjective, right? Subjective. Yeah, do leave a like. Do leave a like, bros. SPY is bouncing nicely. AMD is relatively weak. Let's have a look at the other ones. Apple is actually bouncing with nice reversal. Let's have a look at the others. NVDA. Oh, my red box. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go, baby. So red box taken the lows out. Ready to take some out on this one. Partial coming in hopefully soon. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful move. 1155s. Partial for the 1155s. Okay, that 55 is holding though. Okay, 1155 partialed out. 1155s. Right there, bros. Right there. Yes, sir. That's a partial for a... If I can get a second partial around 11s would be really nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on, RDBX. It was definitely worth the second attempt, as you can see. I could have easily kept this the first entry. Usually, I would have definitely kept this one. I think I messed up on the first trade. I'm going to put my hands up. Now, that's in hindsight. But I should not have exited right at the VWAP. The problem with this was I could not be too patient with it. That's what I can say. Other trades I might have room to be patient with, but this one, RDBX and AERC, you cannot be too patient, because if it starts to stretch out, then you don't have the chance to actually wait for that pullback to exit or get a better price. So definitely, I think I'm not gonna regret that. Looking at the bigger picture, that it is actually the short squeeze candidate. When it does squeeze, it squeezes, and you don't have the chance. So I'm happy with that. First partial taken. Close to about 2-1 on first partial. Let's see if we get the second partial. Just waiting. Being patient on RDBX as well as on ADN. Definitely being patient. SPY is in that chop here, in this area, 370 and also 368, that $2 chop. But I think if it wants to take out the lows and it's still showing weakness, it attempt to take out the VWAP, it couldn't, and now it's drifting down. So most likely the other big names will follow suit. Apple looks like a nice decent entry for short. AMD is too stretched down. Let's have a look at Tesla. Tesla is also a bit stretched down. Relative weakness on AMD and Tesla for sure. And SIDU might be gearing up for another run. SIDU. You know what, guys? SIDU today, I'm not gonna trade it on the stream because I don't want people to be getting caught with massive position on this one. If you can't handle your positioning on it, you're gonna get chopped around. You can actually blow up an account on SIDU. So I'm gonna trade it on the side. I probably wouldn't even call out. So if you hear me laughing or crying, you know what happened. So I'm gonna leave the SIDU on the side, but Apple looks like a nice little short here. But I would really like the SPY to be taking the lows out. But by that, if it does that, obviously that's going to be too late on Apple, as you can see. It's already made its move. All right, so I'm just going to keep an eye on ADN on the side as well. EDU was a beautiful one I missed. EDU is the one we missed. Okay, Apple, 130.90s. Under 131, guys. Under 131, Apple. I think I got 130.95s. Break of VWAP will be the exit on this Apple short. 130.95, I think, right there. So the stop break of the VWAP for sure. So let's see. SPY is breaking the lows, and hopefully Apple follows suit. And RDBX is looking like a nice little one more entry maybe. RDBX might be an add area here. Come on, Apple. You want to take the lows out, buddy? If it does take the lows out, or close to the lows even, we could take a possible... no, it's not enough. It's not enough for partial. It really isn't enough. Let's have a look at SIDU. What it's doing right now is very interesting. Look at this, guys. Pay attention if you are into tape reading training. Zell, Silver. Where's Silver, by the way? Anyways, he's gone again. James, maybe look at this. Even now, pay attention to this level here. 785. These are the important levels you want to actually tape read, right? practice tape reading around that area. So you can even go back to this level here after this drop, what it did here, how it reacted from there, and how it's going to react when it does come and take it out. See the pattern. Start to really sort of see. The thing is, tape reading is not really easy to teach, but it's just, I can show you the ways, but you will always have to practice that. It's a language, right? I can teach you grammar and all that jazz, but again, at the end of the day, you have to practice it. So practicing it on normal random price action is not a good thing, because you're just gonna learn bad things. What you need to learn is what it does, how the tape reacts around specific crucial levels. That is very clear. You see this clean rejection from 785. So there's something going on, or somebody doesn't want it to go beyond 785s, right? So you have to ask yourself, well, if somebody doesn't want it to go beyond 785s, what if it does go beyond 785s, right? What happens then, right? And just because somebody's there stopping it from going for 785s beyond that doesn't mean that if it does pop, that same person is not going to come back in with 8 or 825s. But this is at least giving you that first clue that this 785 level needs to break for you to actually take long, right? Does that make sense? Hey JT, what's up? How's it going, man? We are getting some sort of overall SPY is weak, but it's not really following through strongly though. If it does grind down, I'm okay with that, but if it doesn't really sort of have that momentum to the downside, I might exit Apple quickly, but I'll wait up for it to take out the VWAP. And remember, this is the time when a SPY will start to get a little bit of a reversal, like a bigger reversal, I would say, within that first half an hour. What's up, Bonbon? How's it going? Welcome, man. Welcome, buddy. Yeah, it is definitely messing with the volume. How's your puts working out on the SPY these days, JT? You've been doing some puts? I hope you are. I hope you are. Okay, there goes it. Attempts to take that out. Look at that. Yeah. SIDU is interesting. Right. As I said, I will be trading SIDU on the side. I will not call it out. Awesome stuff, JT. Awesome stuff. Just keep grinding, man. Keep grinding. Come on, SIDU. I'm just going to remove this SID, but because I am watching on the side and I'm not calling it out. What else do we have that's interesting? What else do we have, guys? What else do we have? ADN, I'm still in. As I said, I'm still sticking with the plan. I am still sticking with the plan. SIDU, yes. AERC is also trying. Yeah, definitely, JT. You gotta. Do you track your trades? You track them, and do you journal them? Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. Yeah, do track them in detail. Do track them, tag them with the setup. Make sure you tag them the right way. Yeah, good, good, good. AERC. What do you use for tracking? Do you do it with your own Excel, or do you use these trade journaling software? Okay. Yeah, as long as it's you're benefiting from it. When you do go back, it's nice to have visual representation of your trades, so that you can actually briefly go through them and get an overall good result, good data from them. If you do Excel, it's gonna. Oh yes, SIDU, SIDU. Okay. If you do, it's gonna halt up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh no, it's not. It's not halting. Oh, if when it does that, it's not good. When it attempts to halt and it doesn't, that's not good sign. But it's looking good. So bounce is coming up. I might be exiting Apple early. It just didn't do what I expected it to do. Just a bit of a chop. That's it. In fact, it's attempting that view up right now. So 131.31. Yeah, 130, 131. I'm gonna exit this early, guys. I know it's a VWAP area. It might reject from it, but I just didn't do what I expected to do. 130, 130s around that area. So out here, right, somewhere there, yeah. Because I think we might be seeing some sort of a yes sir on SIDU. I'm just gonna watch SIDU here. I know I'm not I haven't called it out, but I need to keep an eye on because most of my things that I'm watching is here anyways. ADN is just struggling at the moment, right at the lows. 2.8 is attacking that. It's, as I said, I'm waiting for it to do maybe a slightly bigger pullback and then grind up. So if that's the case, then I'll be with it. But SIDU, nice. Come on, SIDU, go for a freaking halt, man. That 9 level though. This level is 25. Yeah, it's getting rejected heavily. So I am also managing it. I am managing it. Doo-doo-doo. This might be again on a early exit on Apple. The reverse back from the VWAP. SPY is also trying to hit that, but it's slow for me. That's the thing. It's too slow. That's why I don't mind exiting early. What's happening to AERC? AERC is looking kind of choppy a little bit. AERC basically is trying to trap a lot of players out there. Both sides, long and short. So there will be a lot of people, I think, stuck on it. AERC. $365. What for your puts? Nice. 365s. 365. It might slow grind down. Yeah, it's overall weak. Definitely overall weak. But see, the thing is, I don't do slow grind downs. For me, it has to be. It's pretty much a momentum based. Which one are you talking about? Darkness. I forgot the other stock is slow. Which one? This one. Oh, RDBX. Yeah, I'm still in it. I got one partial on it. You look. It's. I just need to confirm what you're talking about, anyways. Darkness, darkness take offense. He takes offense, man. Honestly, he takes offense if I say any big names is slow. What do you call this? Darkness. Come on. Yeah, don't be deluded, mate. What do you call this? Isn't it slow? Isn't it chop? Right? I mean, at least with ADN, I have a bigger picture. I mean, I'm not going to go through my system and strategies, but I trade my strategies, buddy, right? And it works, right? And I know I don't need to prove it to anyone. If you want to prove, go back to every single stream of mine, go do the recordings, list every single trade I took and I called out, and do the maths, buddy. Do the maths, right? So I don't want to I don't want to go into this whole argument of which is better. Sometimes big caps definitely is better. I keep repeating this to you. Is definitely better, 100%, if the environment is there, right? But sometimes these stocks are better, like these stocks, right? So just don't take offense, man. I think sometimes you just pull my leg. That's all. But just don't keep on repeating something that we already know, right? We've already discussed so many times. So our ADN is bouncing. This might be the move, the start of the move that we are expecting from it. We did see some sort of a curling up, but the problem with this one, it didn't go beyond the VWAP, which is not a problem, which might be a good thing. But usually what happens is with these ones, you will start to see a drift and then a hold way under the VWAP and then curl up. So I'll take it. Doesn't matter. If it starts to bring in more volume, then it might take out the highs. And once it does that, we have a really good trade in our hands. Yeah. Dude, I know you want to entertain me, but you just keep on bringing the same topic. Bring something else, man. Like some funny stories, buddy. Entertain us. Of course. That's why I love you, because you're always there, you're always like, pulling my leg, and I love that. It's just sometimes like it feels like I can't even talk about low flows with you. Like I know that you're gonna come out from nowhere and say, shit, look at that shit. So this is why you gotta be very careful, very, very quick. Pure based on tape. Pure based on tape. Hold down on SIDU. Hold down. We've got hold fast on SIDU, by the way. Up, down, up, down. And our ADN is okay. I would really want this to be raising up the volume, and then 340s takes out with some decent volume. 345, and ideally you want 350 to be taken out. And once that gets taken out, then we got some trades. We got a trade running. Tesla is nicely, look, this is the price action, guys. This usually, you see this price action is a reversal pattern. Call it whatever you want, right? Call it whatever you want. This usually is a stronger price reversal price action. 369 puts. 369 puts. Okay, yeah. You're waiting on it. This is really nice. I like Tesla's chart. Again, it will depend on the SPY as well, right? If SPY is trying to sort of reject from VWAP again, which has been doing, by the way, don't ignore the pattern. So once it rejects from it, the second time it hits it, actually here, rejects from it. Third time, again with that 369 level being there, it's rejecting. But it's at this point, it's not rejecting that far off of it. So the more it hangs around here, the more chance of it actually trying to attempt it again to break it. So we'll see what happens on SPY. We still haven't seen a clear direction at the moment on SPY yet. Yeah, you want my face? Why do you want webcam? I told you, you guys are gonna have a bad day looking at my face. you need to have a face that's enjoyable as well, right? Look, 660. You know, I feel like the only issue with this long trade here on SPY is that on Tesla is. Let me have a look at Tesla's properly. Yeah, so it looks good though. It looks good. Tesla for a long. Yeah. You gotta, yeah. And also, you can also look at the sector. You can do sector-based analysis as well. But yeah, definitely look at the highest weighted stocks on the SPY. Yeah, so that's what I would look at. Looks good. Yeah, Darkness, I will get that. I promise I get that. But as I said, it'll have to be after August, unfortunately. Yeah, I know, 100%. As I mentioned yesterday, I only got the chance to be able to use a webcam only recently. I wasn't able to do it. That's why I couldn't prepare myself. And I thought actually it was gonna. I started out streaming July last year, and I really thought it was gonna take about a year. So this July, that I will be able to do this with 1,000 subs and whatever you need to, the criteria you need to meet. So, but I was able to do it, I think, a few months ago. But then I wasn't ready, and then this whole thing in summer is happening as well. So, unfortunately, even if I do it now, I've only got a month or maybe even less than a month where I can stream with you guys. And then, talking about that, let me come to my announcement. And people who are watching this, especially the regular followers, I think I will be out the whole month of whole month of August. That's guaranteed. I will not be able to stream. I will trade on the side, but I won't be able to stream the month of August. But also there's a chance that the July month could be also the same case. I won't be able to stream. There's a 50-50% chance. And if that's the case, I'll let you know. I wouldn't want it that way, but if it comes to it, I might have to miss July's month as well for streaming, unfortunately. No, I'm not obviously leaving you guys, of course not. But I'm going to be back with a bang after August. So hopefully September. So August definitely absent. Probably absent from trading as well. July I'll be trading, but probably streaming less. Um, but there's a huge thing going on with me personally. No, nothing bad, but big change coming in. So after September, it's gonna look more, hopefully, more professional. And obviously, webcam, everything will be. Try. Oh, you follow? I mean, look, darkness. Look, I appreciate you being here. You're always like keeping things fresh, man. You're always joking around, calling some shots as well. Nice. And also, you coming from Trader TV, I really appreciate that. I mean, I you know can't stress that enough. So you've given up on Trader TV just to be with me. So I must be producing something. I appreciate that, man. Honestly. Yeah. So that's the announcement, guys. Hopefully, look, July, August times it gets very slow, anyways. So I usually go for long holidays, July, August time. I don't usually trade that well because I'm on and off, basically a week off, a week trading. That doesn't really help. You got to be in that zone to be able to trade well. And there goes your Tesla. And what's Spy doing? Spy is if Spy breaks that VWAP and holds above it, then we might see some sort of a move up on the Tesla. But you see this area here, this low here, this is a level that you need to be watching. 66280s around that area now. So if it starts to break that, it looks good. Hopefully. I appreciate that. I mean, I don't want to be. I mean, they are quite big, aren't they? They're probably, if you search for like live trading, they'll probably be the first one that pops up, right? Oh, actually, let's have a look at this. Let's check this out. And I'm gonna put incognito mode, which means I'll have to switch. Oh no, I don't want to do that. It's kind of hard though. Trade live day trading. Let's say live day trading. Yeah, they're the first one. Yep, first one. In fact, the whole page fills up with them. They've got like 312k subscribers, which is massive. Okay, Tesla is doesn't want to do reversal. So, and also look at this SPY. Um, SPY is rejecting from the view up, is having a hard time taking that out. So, kinda is this the new move down? Probably. So as it stands, if as long as that VWAP holds, you know, this SPY's showing weakness. But again, if you look at this, we have this box here that we could call it that chop box. This box here, the chop box, or YB zone, whatever you want to call it. I think so. Yeah, yeah. They, to be honest, they are good. They're good. I'm not gonna deny that they're not. Their production is really good. They're professional. They look more professional than obviously anybody out there. They've got multiple traders that are trading different things like futures, and some are scalpers, some are it's completely different sort of traders that's putting some sort of a variety in the stream. So for me as well, look, for example, if Zell, Silver, or Solid, if it does come back, if he does come back, look, like even like Darkness yourself, um, I don't know. In the future, we could just hook up and start doing channels. That's sub channels, or we can even like. I mean, there's the chances are we will have to do that in the future, right? Nah, man, JT, I'm not like that. I'm not here to honestly. When I started this whole stream thing, it was more of a selfish thing. Um, by that, I don't mean to um, like say that I'm selfish, but it was more like to better me, uh, my trading career, to help myself. That was the first goal. Streaming started to help me in big. Like if you look back, the first, I think July streams, which should be available. I'm pretty sure it is. Um, First of all, I, I was slightly different trader a year ago, not even a year ago, less than a year ago. And I would say it has helped me tremendously, tremendously. The reason why I call out my trades, this is where I took the trade, is because it's not that I want you to take that trade and I want anybody to take that trade. No. I try to explain my logic behind it as much as I can, obviously not going into too much detail because I'll be giving too much away. I try to explain as much as I can, but the fact that I'm putting in the arrows where I entered is for me, for myself. I'm taking accountability, right? Before I would trade, and I would be just sometimes trading gut feeling, feeling based off pure feeling, right? But now what I'm doing is I'm just holding off. Like, okay, would I be able to explain this trade, right? Or how am I going to explain it to myself later on? To future YB, how am I going to explain it? So that's when I started streaming, explaining my trades, so that I can actually look back. And I don't even have to look back. To be honest, when I started trading, streaming, I actually remember my stuff really well. And I'm not good with my memory. I'm not good with it at all. But streaming really actually helped me memorize my trades. I remember every single trade from yesterday or a few days ago. Every single trade, how I traded them, where my partials were. Was I good with my partials? Was I not? So it's kind of like a trade journal, but it's more live, if it makes sense. ADN is not, again, is testing the patience, hitting that low of 280s. This time around, it's bringing more volume. So I'm not happy with it, and I'm not too panicky about it either. As I said, I have some room for it to actually pull back down a little bit, and then I will see what it does. So I'm fine with it. And the rest, just RDBX is still in this trade. Is more of a patience thing now. The reason why I'm still in it is because I already have my partial on RDBX. So I got my partial around here, 1155s, and then the rest is just it either hits my second partial around 11s or not at all, and then the rest, hopefully, if it does reverse, I will be out very close to break even. Yeah, so that's a successful trade, definitely. ADN still needs to work out. Again, bigger picture idea. If it starts to take the 340s, 50s out, we'll see what happens. If it does take 250s and starts trading under it, then I'll be out on this one completely. Right, so that's the ADN idea. Was the rest a small loser on Apple, as you saw earlier, and then I traded SIDU on the side, which I didn't go through. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. That's pretty much it. And RDBX, the first initial trade was a small. Well, yeah, it was a small loser because usually it's my losers would be way over the VWAP, but um, this is kind of hard for me. Usually I don't exit like this at all. If it was not any other stock, I would have probably waited for this to close over and under or whatever, for this candle to close, and then put it on top of the candle. So yeah, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, it's a bit choppy, isn't it? It's a bit choppy, Zell. It's yeah. The thing is, later on it might pick up. Usually it's been doing that, midday and later. Power hour provides some really, really decent opportunities these days, and I used to trade that religiously every single day. Even if I can't trade the open, I would trade the power hour, because for my style, power hour suits really, really well. But again, you can get chopped around a lot thinking power hour is the way to go. If you go with a mentality, yes, power hour is going to provide some momentum, you are in for a surprise. I usually wait up for specific patterns on power hour, and if that happens, beautiful, right? I can just lunge lunge at the stock, at the ticker, and just benefit from like quick 2-3 minutes trade. And yeah, one of my better trades came from power hour. So definitely look, after August, this is what I mean. Like, yes, I might have a big break, which I deserve, I think. But when I do come back, there's going to be a lot of things that's going to help the stream. Hopefully more stream hours, probably the whole trading. I want to try the whole trading day with the power hour. It'll be interesting. And also more trading days. Fridays will be also included in that. So I will definitely make up for it. I promise. So yes, I'm looking forward myself. I'm looking forward to it greatly. So I can't wait for that. Until then, obviously, I'm gonna have to enjoy myself during the summertime. Anyways, guys, I think, oh my goodness, look, I think Spy waits for me to go, and once I go, it will start to make up its move. So, for your sake, and for JT, for your sake, I will go, and Spy is gonna start to create some really decent move to the downside for you. What do you say? Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. I wish you the best of luck. I want you to stay healthy, stay safe out there, and I'll see you next week, Monday. Not tomorrow, Monday. All right, guys, take it easy. Bye. Do do do.